Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Rob, thanks as always. Tommy, Jay, Nikki, Al, how you doing? Jake, how you doing? I'm here but not responsible. What's tonight? Mutual, I've been fighting the worst pain in my life the last few days. Well, that sucks. Nothing worse than pain. Let's see. I went to the doctor for my 3 months. I go every 3 months, and he gives me 3 months worth of meds and blood tests and all that kind of stuff. And he says everything is uh, good. So, and I'm down to 118. So I guess I better get my ass to the gym because I said I was going to do that. So I'm going to check into that today. I was surprised. I haven't weighed myself, so but I could tell by the clothes and just the way I feel. And I did, in case anybody's interested, I don't know if Brock is around or whatever that are on that. I'm never say Oseptic, whatever the hell it is. I am on a pill. Well, I will be. I have to wait 2 weeks since my last injection, which was Sunday. So this Sunday will be 1 week, and then a week from tomorrow, I will start. It's a pill every day, and he said it's the same results, same everything as the shot. So we'll see we'll see how it goes. And then Jake, I'm trying to get my wife into doing a video actually on the mushrooms. She doesn't like to do too much stuff because she thinks she doesn't speak very good English. But we'll see. If not, I'm going to still do a little short video on it. It's interesting as hell. And the mushrooms are awesome. They're really good. And then Sim, the oldest, came in last night at midnight, and Shushu, the youngest, comes in Monday night, and then they'll be here till after Sokran. I don't know exactly how far. We're going on the 12th. I did get a message from my friends. They're not going to come, so I need to cancel the hotels and stuff I have in Kochang and in Pattaya, and they're going to come later in the year, which might be better. You know, maybe they'll come high season or something like that. I haven't talked to them yet, but we'll have to see. Um, don't get hooked on opium. What are you fighting? What pain, Jake, that they can't figure out? I haven't been following. I know you guys been talking back and forth about in the chats and stuff, and I haven't been following them too much. I've been trying to get stuff done around here. We're putting in a septic system now for all three for the three properties now that we have here, and bringing from one side of the house to the other the drainage that was over there. So we're in accordance to what the city wants. I call it the city. What they want done. So we're putting in I think it's 80, almost a meter wide, four ring system to get rid of some of the water. So so I've been dealing with that. They've been working on that. We're trying to get the cover moved, which is actually going to be an enclosed garage eventually. But I need to get that moved and get all the stuff from across the street out of there. Even though I rented it for the year, so the lady can show the property and do whatever she wants to do. And so I guess I've been busy. Uh, I don't, not really busy. I've been relaxing, but watching that, and making sure shit gets done. I guess messing around with some fishing stuff. The kayak's right there, and Sim's here. So I'm thinking, depending on exactly on Monday, maybe Wednesday of next week, uh, I will do that. Get that thing in the water, and I'm not guy. I will shoot that day, and Sim's really good with from the shore, and so I should be able to make a fairly decent video, and I will put it out quickly. I will hopefully come back mid afternoon and edit it and get it out that following morning, Thursday morning. So I'll keep you guys advised. Wednesdays is when I usually do the videos. So the live streams is what I've been doing Wednesday and Saturday in case people want to kind of. I'm going to try to keep to that because I wasn't going to do one today because I was being lazy, but I figured, I'm going to get out there and ramble a little bit. Hey, retired, what's up? How you doing? Hope things are well. Are you here or no? I can never. Hey, Verna, if you guys aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to Verna's channel. Um, are you here? I can never tell whether you're out on the ocean or whether you're here. But glad to see you anyway, Ryan. But I still want to get together and do some eating over there. I was going to be. I was supposed to be coming the end of April when my friends were coming. We were going to go to Koh Chang for 5 days, and then 3 days in at the Centra in Pattaya, Jomtien, wherever it is there. Nice hotel, and spend that. And then I was going to take them over to the airport, and they were going to go back home. They're going to be here for 10 days. But sent me an email last night saying they need to make it for the end of the year, which could be better. It is rainy season or coming into that, and we actually been getting a little bit here in Surin. But Koh Chang, it gets it more than any other place that I have been in Thailand. But it doesn't bother me. No. So I was going back to work for about 3 months. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hope you're well. So that's the basic. So that one went away. So now I'm pretty much wide open because I was going to do some traveling after that into May. Although I have one dog to wait for the people, the ones that I gave away to Gino and his wife in Hua Hin that I met at. I met him before, obviously, but only on the channel and stuff. And they met him in person, face to face. Great people. So I'm giving her a dog and him a dog, and they're going to come, I think, in May and get it. But I'm pretty much wide open. So I know that I talked to Chuck, and Chuck's going planning, I think, with Daz, and they're going to go to Vietnam, which I want to go to. So I might be able to fit in some stuff, and I don't think they're going to go until after Sokran. They've got to hang out. Yeah, I was just I mentioned you a minute ago. I did get on the pill form. I still can't pronounce it, Opseptic or whatever the hell it is. Anyway, I had to wait. We had 2 shots and they're real expensive, whatever it was. Now my wife's sister works in the pharmacy in the hospital, and she called her, and there was a friend that was actually helping us with my medication on Thursday, and there's people there that can't afford it and would be grateful to have it. So we're going to give it back to them, and they're going to disperse it to the people they know. So what it is 2 weeks after the shot, which this Sunday will be 1 week. A week from tomorrow, I'll start taking the pill, and it's a pill every day. So we'll see. We'll see if it's the same. And like I said, I did lose. I was 118, and I think I said when I got down to 119, I would get back into the gym and do some light lifting and on the bike. So I'm gonna keep my word on that and do that. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I watched your video on. So you like? I've never been there. Paul's doing. I think you might even be there now. I don't know. Spending a few days doing it's Malaysia, right? No, I don't even remember. I'm horrible. Or is it? Enlighten me. My mind's gone. I just watched what's his name, James Abroad. I thought it was kind of interesting. I watched him before, and then it seemed like anyway he's getting divorced, or he got divorced, and is getting remarried, and he has to leave the country. So I don't know if you guys follow him or not, but he puts out good stuff. I watched it before for prices on stuff. He went around a bunch of places in his area on building and pricing and housing costs and that kind of stuff. But he puts out good stuff. But anyway, you're back in Bangkok. Okay. Oh, septic. I get it. Yeah. So I don't know. Will they change over? My my insurance pays for mine, which through my wife's government insurance stuff. So I don't know, but they pay for it. So they didn't. They'll be paying for this too, and it's. He said it's a little bit, not much, but he said a little bit cheaper. Don't know. Um, this is that is therapeutic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always, always. Why not? I mean, Ozempic, Ozempic, Ozempic is it the land of Oz? Ozempic, Ozempic. Hey, Louis. Hola. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. And I'm still looking forward to it. Now, you said you were coming back when? May? Enlighten me again. This getting old and forgetting shit sucks. But I'm definitely, like I said, my friends kind of backed out in their. They were supposed to be coming the 22nd. I get back on the 20th from the week long Sokran family trip that we take each year. And the 22nd, they were going to come. And then I was going to be with them for 10 days. And then I was pretty much home. But I can't remember when you said already. And you just told me what, a couple of days ago, the last live stream, Wednesday. Horrible getting old. Sucks big time. Um, but anyway, well, so I'll definitely going to get there this time. And hoping to go. I wanted to go see Vietnam with Robert Mack. Would have been nice too. But when I talked to Chuck did stop here. It'll probably be his next video. He'll probably have a little something. We met over at the hamburger place and had a hamburger, and then he went over to the Lady Gaga's, and then obviously he's back home now. But second week of May, okay, perfect. I'll plan on it, and I'll be in touch with you too, Louis. Uh, so he was telling me that they're probably going to be going to Vietnam. Daz is coming back, I think, soon, a couple of weeks, and so I said maybe I will, maybe I'll tag because I'm not going to be, going out with them and walking, 200 miles. Just ain't going to happen. But that's okay. We'll eat dinner together, meet up for lunch or whatever, and I'll just relax and, see the sights on my own. Have hire a taxi to drive my ass around, whatever the case may be. But I don't want to be a burden on anybody either. But Chuck said that that's not a problem. So I might do that. I'll have to see. But they're definitely, I think, going after Sokran. I don't think they know the dates. But I'm looking forward to that. And then if the kayak, hoping to do Tuesday or Wednesday. Shushu doesn't get in until midnight on Monday, so I don't want to bombard her with a Tuesday thing. But I want both the kids to go probably Wednesday or Thursday, and then, like I said, I'll try to get the video out pretty fast the next day. I'll edit it that night and then put it out the next morning. Hopefully, everything will go good. It's pretty much set up. I've got 2 holes that I've got to drill and silicone and mount one thing, and it's pretty much done. And then I got to load it in the back of the truck and see how that's going to go, how heavy it's going to be, how the wheels are going to take the weight. There's a bunch of different stuff that I'm going to find out on taking it out. I'm hoping everything works out good. I hope it floats. It doesn't stink with my fat ass in it. We'll have to see. Yeah, I know. It's kind of scares me a little bit. I saw my aunt had Alzheimer's and stuff, but I don't know. Everybody tells me don't worry about it. That's normal. Getting 68 years old, but I don't dig it. I don't like it at all. It's just weird because, and it's little things, just little shit that I can't remember. So sometimes. Yeah, she has actually, Tommy. We didn't. I told you like last time we're probably not going to film or do anything. She did a what was it? 12,000 baht worth of stuff. So I'll maybe I'll put something together. But yeah, so everything that gets donated through, here, obviously, as you guys know, goes to my wife's AdSense account, and she disperses as she sees fit. And it all goes back to Thai people, regardless of whether they're children, elderly, whatever the case may be. It's on a per case basis, and it's up to my wife's judgment. Who I value her judgment, so she's good. Hey T, how you doing? Hope you're well. Uh, but yeah, and we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go to Ubon. The not this weekend, obviously. Next weekend. So they're doing a. I don't know if you guys remember. I did a video where we went and we bought an ice cream deal and gave ice cream out for free. Paid for his truck 2,500 baht. Don't forget, and some other stuff, and gave a bunch of stuff, cakes, and well, they're going to do that again, I guess. And I think we're gonna do that. She's got that taken care of too. It's been coming in, everybody, from the stuff that's been donated and the stuff that we do each month. It because you have to meet that $100 Google thing that they take a half the money or whatever it is, a third of it or whatever. You have to meet 100 before they'll disperse it. So sometimes it takes 2 months to get because we don't generate a bunch, but we generate plenty. You guys do. It's fine. I mean, my wife's ecstatic. She like I said, when her life the way she had now, never hoping that she could, have a house, and has two or three now, hoping that she could have a nice vehicle, which she has, and she's very grateful, to me and to everything, and I'm grateful to her. But she never thought that she would be able to, do what she does for people in Thailand, and it makes her very happy. Which you guys are awesome. Hey Douglas, how you doing? He teased me naughty this morning. Why would happen? Oh, maybe not. Maybe you can't discuss it here. But yeah, so maybe depending on how I don't know how long we're going to stay in Ubon, whether we're going to make it a long, 3 or 4 day weekend. That's up to my wife. But if we're going to be a 3 day, 4 day trip, then maybe I'll take the kayak there, because there's a bunch of places around there to put it in and to do some fishing. And like I said, I'm going to set up 2 rigs that are going to be a bobber and just straight down with a hook. I bought 4 or 5 pound mono, and then I'm putting stranded uh, stuff on that. So the rest of the stuff will still be a 4 5 pound leader off of the braided stuff, and that'll be pulling. I call them rapalas. I don't know. No one's jumped on me about saying, instead of saying rapala, rapala is what I call it. The little ones that I used to catch trout and stuff with, because I've seen, if you go onto Google or you go onto YouTube and you just punch in um, tilapia trolling or tilapia whatever, tilapia fishing, not even necessarily Thailand, and people are throwing, crankbaits and stuff like that, and they're hitting them. So I'm imagining that they would do the same, pulling a little lure. So we'll see. So I've got 2 rods set up, a little bit on the medium duty with that on for trolling, all spinning open reel stuff, and 2 um, lightweight deals that I'll put a little bobber on. And then I've got the anchor system. I want to see how that works. Drop the anchors and then toss one on each side of the boat out and see how that goes. And I'm going to try it with worms. I've heard they use bread. They use a mixture. When I went to that one in Sisaket, and the guy basically fished for me, threw it out there and all that stuff. He caught quite a few. He had like 4 or 5 rods. And they put a little cage that they pack this ball of dough or this bait that they make. And then they just put a little piece of styrofoam on a hook that floats there. And they catch them. I'm going to just use this. It's easier. Wherever I'm fishing, the bottom, if it's down, put a leader accordingly and either drop that, a worm, or a piece of shrimp or something. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Because I'll keep a couple of them, especially if in a place like that. If I'm with the family or if I'm with my wife or whatever, they won't have a problem at all gutting them and cleaning them and cooking them. Me, I might take one, gut it right there on the water and throw it out, and then cook that. I would do that probably, fillet it somehow if it was big enough, and but also bring them back, give them to whoever in the campground, the people that are running the campground. They'd love that. So and I haven't done much fishing. I'd like to do fishing. I've fished all the time. Lived right next to Bass Lake, kokanee, bass, trout, all year round, snow on the ground. I had a little 17-foot bass. It was actually a crappie killer bass tracker with a 60 horsepower 4-stroke Mercury on it. Awesome downriggers. I enjoyed it. I'd go out by myself, of course, smoke 18 packs of cigarettes and eat donuts and drink coffee. So try to stay away from that now. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Hope you're well. But yeah, so I kind of miss that. And like I said, I got a little fan that puts out quite a bit. I'm really impressed with that. I've got everything on there. Just got to see if it's going to float or not. That's going to be the biggest thing. How it sits in the water with the outriggers on there. I'm kind of optimistic that it's going to work. Like I said, I'm not going to take it out if the hurricane winds are coming or I'm on the ocean, because I plan on taking it the 12th when we go for Sokran to that resort where we're staying right on the beach, and putting it in. I'll have the kids with me, help me unload it, load it, and try to do some fishing and cruising around. Plus, I think they'll enjoy it too. Hey, Maui, how you doing? Hope you're well. I got to get the Forza out. Every time I see Maui, I think of my Forza. I get the Forza out, and I think I'm going to go to Tatpanome and spend a couple of days. Chuck wants to do some stuff, so and I just use a break and stay up the street, relax. Not that I haven't relaxed enough. I'm going to try to do that soon. So I got to get the Forza out because I'm going to take the Forza. I did give him, and I'm hoping now that they're home that at least they show that black dog, the crab thing that runs across the floor. That'll be interesting to see. So I'm looking forward to that. But I got to get the Forza out. I'm still trying to get I'm having a problem getting the Shadow registered. There was some kind of a glitch on modifications on it, and I'm trying not to have to take it all the way 5 hours away to get it registered. So hopefully I can get that handled. I still want to run some straight pipes on it, but I don't want to do that till after I get it registered with the quiet pipes, in case there's a problem with the pipe sound, because I am going to run straight pipes of some sort. They're expensive, expensive. It's all relative. 14, 17,000 baht, but they've got a set of black ones that are weird shaped, but I don't care about the shape. That I might try. They're like 7,000 baht. So I might try those, but I don't want to go. I mean, I've already put a bunch of money in it. I don't, but I'm sure I will. I don't know. I'm going to do that, and I really want to build that that trailer. It's really got it, but I'm trying to get this property done here, get that stuff moved, get the garage built, get the house for the in-laws built. But a lot of that's dependent on money that's going to come out of the my wife's family home that mom and dad owned, which is basically just a typical Thai downstairs, a cage front, storefront type thing, and upstairs 2 bedrooms, and in the back storage and bathroom and kitchen and that kind of thing. So that's what the money that's going to pay for the land and do most of the construction there. If we have enough money to take it out of there to build my garage, then I'll do that. If they don't have enough money, then I'll do it. Not a big thing. Hey Sri Lanka, how you doing? I hope you're well. Um, let's see. Oh, did Douglas? I don't know if you heard. So I went to my 3 month appointment, as my doctor had said that. Where's Brock's aseptic? Aseptic. Thanks, Brock, for breaking it down. I still can't pronounce it. I had to wait. I take shots on Sunday, so you have to wait 2 weeks before you start taking the pill, and it's once a day, obviously, 7 days a week pill. He said it's about this much cheaper than the other one, so about the same cost. But they do make a pill take orally. So in case anybody that is taking that, um, but yeah, so they do make it, and I did get it, and they're so expensive, and I told everybody just a minute ago, my wife's sister cousin works in the pharmacy. She's a pharmacist, and when we were there, she called her because we still have 2 shots, and for people that obviously in Thailand that really want different stuff, but they can't afford it. So we're going to give that to them and donate that to them, and they're going to disperse it to whoever they want through the hospital. So he says they've gotten the same results. So we'll see how it goes. And then in case people popped in that aren't, it looks like some people came in and then left. But my friend's not coming, so I'm not going the 22nd to the end of April. So I'm going to be doing traveling probably right after we get back from. So we get back on the 20th. We leave on the 12th, I think, and we get back on the 20th. And then after that, like I had said, Chuck and I think 2 or 3 people are going to go to Vietnam. So I might do that. I probably won't stay if they go for 10 days or something. I don't think I'll do that, but I'll go for 4 or 5 days by myself and kind of kick back. I'd like to see what it's like over there and do a little bit of traveling. I want to hit this year Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, the Philippines, maybe Malaysia, 5 or 6, and do them. If my wife can go and swing it, then that's fine. If not, I'll just do it by myself and go for 4 or 5, 6 days. I just can't see flying and putting everything together to spend a long weekend, 3 days, 5, 6 days, 7 days, a week, would be fine, but I ain't going to do it. For me, like I said, people have been telling me, I think it was you, that you don't need to refrigerate it and take it here and you got to, my wife does all my pills in these little deals. They're marked. They come in a bigger pack, which I don't have here. They all slip in there. So I take one of these out every day and take it in the morning and put it in my bag if I'm going anywhere and I've got them with me. So I just put it. Now I did, in case anybody's interested in this, I bought this. I showed this to the doctor. It's all natural stuff. He said he really didn't know. But I'll tell you what, I've only taken it for 2 days and I have seen a reduction in the fluid in my ankles. And it's it's all organic, like a dandelion, um, lemon peel. I got to put a light on my phone to be able to read. And I don't think I'll be able to pronounce them all. Let's see. Burdock powder root, dandelion extract leaf, ECHINACEA something extract, whole plant, cleavers extract, golden something whole herb, whole flower and bud rutin, I can't pronounce it, kelp extract, and lemon powder peel. And I just saw it on one of those ones that they had on Facebook, and 9 million people, you got to watch the 14-hour video on it and get it. And I think it was like $70 for 3 months. So I'll let you go. I'll keep you guys what's happening with it. The doctor, she was a gal. She was very convincing on what she did. They had a bunch of other meds that I didn't. They tried to sell you at the end that I didn't check into. What I did buy yesterday, also on Facebook, is a cream for the what's that called when your feet go numb and pain and all that. What's shit? My name shit. No, it doesn't mean it's good or bad, but I'll tell you what. 2 days on it, and I've seen it go. And if you watch the video that they put out, it's pretty interesting. They say, you have your lymph nodes here. Most people under your arm. I guess you got hundreds of them in your body, and there is a system that it goes through that gets rid of fluids. And if it gets clogged up, which this stuff is supposed to unclog, it takes away the swelling. So, like I said, I'll let you know. Not that it matters. It was like $75. I wanted to give it a chance because I'm still swollen. Like I went 2 days ago to the doctor, and I hadn't taken them yet. And my ankles are still swollen, but there's no water there. He pressed my legs, and he said, you have no fluid in your legs. Why are my legs swollen? And according to this doctor, it's because of that neuropathy. Yeah, when you see it on Facebook, the way that the picture is got a guy's foot or a person's foot with barbed wire wrapped around it, and it's a cream, and it's a money back guarantee, and it was $40 for buy one, get one. And you could put the cream on 2 or 3 times, depends. I read some of the stuff on there, which could all be fabricated. I don't know. But for $40, for what I'm dealing with, if it even has a slim chance, I'm going to try it. So I'll be a guinea pig, and I'll let you guys know on this and on the stuff for the neuropathy. But and I know Douglas deals, I think, with it too. So I'll let you know. And they say you can, 1, 2, 3 times a day, whatever the case may be, and we'll see what happens. And like I said, it's a cream on the external, so I'm not too worried about anything, because I was going to try like stuff from hemp or whatever. I wanted to try something because, and also with this, and it's only been a couple of days, the numbness and that tingling and that kind of crap seems to have diminished from this. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But who's retirement dreaming? Hello. I know you're probably somebody that I know, but I don't see it. My dad wakes up, has 2 eggs, 1 slice of bacon, cup of coffee, has toast for dinner. I can't do that, but he does. I did change to scrambled eggs and got away from my rice soup that my mother-in-law made. Now she makes that. Sometimes I get some potatoes and stuff like that. But like I said, I was almost 122, so 19, 4 kilo. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pounds. So I guess that's pretty good. And I haven't done any exercising. I have the pool almost clean, so I'm going to get back in the pool. I am going to get to the gym, and I told my wife, said, all you got to do is what? I said, I just want to get, my beard needs to be trimmed, driving me crazy. I just want to get into a routine. Get up at 4:30, come out here, do my little routine, watch the internet, do this, get up, eat, go to the gym, include it in part of my everyday deal. So that's what I'm hoping for. Hey, punchlines. Keep it to yourself. Yeah, like I said, man, if it even has a slim chance of working, I'm going to give it a try. And like I said, I don't even know if it was. Can't remember. It was somewhere between $20 and $30. I don't remember. This one was. These were a little bit more. Like I said, I think they were like 3 month supplies, like 20, 40, like $25 a month. something like that. But like I said, if it keeps the swelling's a big deal for me because with shoes and stuff, and putting anything on my feet with that neuropathy is just sucks. So we'll see, but I'll since they're not letting the servicemen probably test this shit for us, I guess I'll be the guinea pig. A little trim, you bet. And do they still call it trim? I had a gal that was a bartender for me way back in the day. That me and her, we had a little fun 6-month fling deal, and that's what she called it, trim. Is that still a word? It must be, Jake. All right, Brock, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in. But I guess it must still be a word because she said, "Let's go trim. I need some trim." Yeah, me too. I can always. She said, had a lot of fun. And I'm talking years ago, 30 years ago or something. Without slip on. So yeah, I wear my flip flops. I didn't say thong. I wear my flip flops. That's pretty much as I did buy some like golf shoes. I do have tennis shoes. I do have some slip on Velcro deals so I can get on and off open toed type deal. They're actually closed toed, but they're open shoes. You get my drift. I can wear those for a little while, but it's weird, man. If you haven't experienced it, it's hard for me to explain. But it's just like if you've had a deal where your leg fell asleep or your foot or your arm and it's half numb. That's the way my feet are all the time, and they tingle. So if you just sit and like I am right now with my feet flat on the ground, just barely can notice it. But like I can't sleep with like sheets and blankets over my feet or anything like that. It drives me nuts. Most in Florida, most of Florida slides in Palm Beach. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Back, you changed the name back. Hope you're well. We'll have to hear your story on how things are going. Last you were with a gal living somewhere, right? Renting something. Let's see. I forgot about who. Lucky Leo. How you doing? Did I? Did you? Were you bad or naughty or nice? You got an orange. That's more than I got. Um, but yeah. So you wanted a rocket ship. Musk would be the one for that one. It was nice. Uh, but yeah. So I don't know what I was talking about. I got rambled again. But anyway, so basically, just for me is get that kayak in the water. I want to do that big time. I mean, I'm Jones, and I've got like 2 screws to put in, like I said, and it's done. It's sitting out in the front right now. I want to get it loaded in the back of the truck, and I might even try to do that before, soon tomorrow, and get it up in there. See how I'm gonna make sure. My bed's so short is the problem, and I don't even think it's a 6-foot bed. Maybe it is. So I got 3 feet hanging over, and all the weight's in the back of that kayak. So I don't know exactly how it's going to go in there and what I'm going to need to strap it. I have all sorts of straps. I know everybody kind of goes against. Hey, thank you very much. Uh, Goes against cranking down on those kayaks because it says that you can, um, break the plastic or whatever. So I would never do that. Hey Jay, how you doing? Hope you're well. All going well. Good, gorgeous. Good to hear. Yeah, like I said, I think the last time that I remember was you weren't too far from me. Where were you? Udon, something like that. And I had met somebody. So I've been eating tons of yogurt but is putting on pounds. Struggles real 6'5", 200, considered obese. Doesn't sound obese. I want to be 200. They want me, I think, to be. I would still be obese too. Obviously, if you're 6'5" at 200, but like I said, the lightest I've ever weighed in pretty much in my life when I was in shape was when I was younger and I was boxing, uh, 176. And I had to went on what we called it high protein, low carb diet. It was all meat, cheeses, eggs, whatever. And lost a lot of weight in a short period of time. But where I felt the best was somewhere right around 200 pounds, 195, 203, 190, right in there is when I felt the best. So I'm just going to go with what I feel when I get to that point, if I get to that point. But I can't see 6'5", 200 pounds being uh, obese. Of course, I'm considered morbidly obese at 250 basically or something, whatever I am now, and 5'10". So we'll see. But let's see. I'm caught up on everything. So that's the gist of it. That is, my friend canceled his trip. So when we get back from Socron on our family 7-day trip, I'm probably gonna get out and do some traveling. I know Chuck after Socron is going to Vietnam. I think Daz is gonna go. I don't know if Mitch and Dow are gonna go, but I might tag along for 4 or 5 days or something. Like I said, they're out there big. I know Daz's one knee is crap too, so I don't know if he'll push it, but I'm not going to push it. If they want to go out and walk around and do whatever, that's fine. I'll relax and sit in the taxi and say, drive me to the sites and have somebody drive me around. And then, we'll meet up for dinner or whatever. So it'll be fine. I won't put anybody out as far as, well, you guys have to stay with me. I can't walk. That ain't going to happen. So we'll see. You were a comedian in a past life? Cool. Love comedians. Um, and then that's it. So I still want to get to Uncle Craig's place. I'd like to get out and I'd like to see Douglas's place and check that out. And I know he's got new cats. I don't know if you're going to keep them all, Douglas, if you're still here. The dogs here, I think we have 3 puppies left out of the 13. One person's taken the whole first batch of 7, and then 3 are gone. 1 to Gino and his wife, 2 to my wife's family, and then there's 3 left. So I'm sure that they'll go quick. But I don't know with the cats. I don't know what he's doing. Let's see. So if Dave, I'm going out to buy some stuff. All right, Jack, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it as always. And that's basically the gist. I'm going to try to keep it to an hour. We're at 45 minutes now. Today, especially, I know I saw Sim walk by. I only saw her for a second last night at midnight, and see what they're doing on that drainage up front. Like I said, they're making it legal, if that's such a thing in Thailand. What the government would like to see, putting the drainage down in, and then that way we're already set up on the new property and everything's done. And that's like 80% done right now. I know I need some concrete, and they did take the roof off of the cover, the future garage enclosure. But they have to raise the land in the back. I need to talk to my wife about that this morning, on getting them here to do. Like, I don't know if I told you or not. When they came and marked the corners, it cost us 8,000 baht to basically mark 8, 2 of which were the same property, which I'll never get over that. But anyway, when they did mark at the end of the property at the back, there's another road back there that hasn't been. There's trees and there's never been a road, but there's a road designated there. And our property where they raised the land, it goes another probably 8 feet, 10 feet. So I need them to come back up and raise that up because I want to get the garage back as far, because I'll never use that road back there. Get as far as back as possible. If it comes to the point where I want to use it, we go around either side of it. go through it. I could put another garage door on the other side, whatever the case may be. But I need to raise that land because I want to move it back further before he can put in any footings. Because he's going to put the footings in, then we'll build block around the posts, and then put in block walls, ceiling, air conditioning. I don't know if it'll be a roll-up door or whatever. I haven't checked into that yet, and a man door. So we'll have a nice wide. I don't know, what are garage doors? 12 feet wide? I don't even know. So we'll have like 10 foot by 20 foot. That'll be the man door side with a bench and tools and rollaway and all the normal shit. The Forza, the Shadow, and the CT100 is what I'm planning on having. So I'll still have room there. So that'll be the bigger man cave. We'll see how that works. Let's see. We'll go together, GottoLoveThailand, and set up a camper at our house, and we'll try. Sure. When are you coming back? You're coming in May, I think, right? Or that's what you're shooting for, I think, Jake. Yeah, it would be. It'll be fun. I want to get there. I'm all pateaed out. 2 or 3 days, okay. That's me. That's where I was going with my friends. We were going to go to Ko Chang for 5, take them there. They were going to come to the house, see where I live, and then we're going to drive there. Then drive to Pattaya, stay at the Centra for 3 days, I think, and then drive them over to the airport to go back. They live in Phoenix, but that didn't work out. So we're all right. Thanks, Nikki. You're awake. Appreciate it. And that still goes, in case anybody was wondering about that. You heard me talk about it a long time ago. I don't even know how many members we have. I have to look. But each month we give that friend his grandmother's still alive, if you guys remember the story. And we give him the 1,000 baht each month. And the way that I do it is we take whatever monies, and I have to see, I don't even remember where the hell the members are. Let's see if I can remember. We're still only -5 on the last 28 days. We've only lost 5 people. Okay, members. All right, see how members. How do I? Yeah, I don't know. Members. I show see all members. Well, it looks like doesn't. You used to tell me how many. Okay, total members 19, down 21%. But from that, I think we $15. So we get half of it from there, down 30%, and we put in the rest of the money, and the kid still the kid still gets his 1,000. And he's been, from what I understand, he obviously learned playing the guitar at the school because they all go to the same private school, and he's giving guitar lessons and making money on his own, still getting money from grandma, getting a little bit from us, and doing good. So that's the update on him. Let's see. Think about life. You were badass, and the man didn't give a shit. And life then became the best man. 56-year-old doing the same. Yeah, and like I said, I consider this one being with her changed my life way for the better. Way for the better. April to June. Okay, I'm definitely gonna come see you. Happy weekday day. All right, are you gonna sleep until until Buddy has to pee? Don't worry about that. Like I said, that goes back to Thailand too. Anything that comes into this channel goes back to Thailand. So if you're thinking about living here and that kind of stuff, I learned from the doctor, actually, not from the doctor, my own brain. They saved my life, Thailand's been good to me. I got no problem in the world wanting to give back however I can. And I think I feel like I said, and it's in the beginning of my thing. I think it's a privilege and an honor that I get to stay here, man. They don't have to let me, and I stay here for 1900 baht a year, for my visa. So yeah. Do I want to give back? Do I think everybody that's living here or planning on coming here? Yeah, I think we ought to give back to the people here. Only one bar we're in, but how many do you? That's true. Well, as long as you're happy, man, that's all that matters. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to living long enough to meet up with Nikki. It might mean that I might have to go to England, but I'm not dead set against that. That's on my bucket list. I've always wanted to see it, so it might be something. You never know. What does it say? Jake away in July, only Greece, but took enough sorting that, having to get sorted, having someone to watch. Oh, yeah, I know. I bet next will be Thailand. My daughter went to Greece, and she had a ball. She just recently got married, and she goes with her girlfriends mostly, and they plan one or two trips every year, big trips. I'm hoping that she'll come to Thailand. I think she would want to, but the one that she went in Greece and stuff like that with all that history. It really intrigues me. Same thing with Egypt and that kind of stuff. I really have always been intrigued by the way that they must have lived, back then. But we'll see. Ever get beat up by cops? Yeah, yeah, a few times. Actually, once in handcuffs in the back of a police station by an Italian guy too, little bastard. And that was his problem. He was like 5'4", something like that. He was a little guy. And of course, me being an asshole, I kept on antagonizing him, saying, "Hey, he had a hose too, saying, why don't you take these cuffs off? And maybe we can dance if you want to dance." Nah, he was smart enough not to do that. He never did get any shit for that either. But yeah, in a couple of interference with officers, assault when I was younger, stupid shit. My friends actually told me, "Ever try, being decent and respectful?" No, never, never even entered my mind. And when I did take their advice, it was like, it was always cuffs as tight as possible. They once tried to handcuff me like this, painful dislocations, but always on the wrists, And after that, it was, let me. Those look a little tight. Let me loosen those up for you. Really? That was just, yes, sir, and sir, just being respectful. And after that, I learned, hey, man, most of them are decent human beings. Are there assholes? There's assholes everywhere. Don't matter on YouTube, police department, highway patrol, any place. There just seems to be abundance of assholes that were born into this society. But we'll see. I'm 5'2". Yeah, but you're the 6'10" in my eyes. 5'2". Okay, good things coming. Yeah, in small packages. I imagine was saying. Jake is a man. I respect Jake and I like Jake, obviously. Yeah, I don't think was a lot of the stuff, the one inside, was that my fault? No, not really. Did I antagonize and probably make it worse than it could have been? Yes. But most of the stuff out in the field and or in out and about was my fault. I opened my mouth and started stuff with multiple of them too. It wasn't just with a single cop. It was 5, 6, 7 cops and me. So I got the worst of it in the but I learned my lesson. Like I said, man, it's just I've always tried to now, especially treat people, and my mother always told me this stuff: treat people the way you want to be treated. So I'll treat people with respect. I think respect and that kind of stuff is something that's earned. But I will try my best to do so, and if I feel so inclined to do, but I will definitely treat the way that my life is now. I treat people the way that I want to be treated, and uh, I think it works out for the best. I haven't had any problems with anything here in Thailand, whether they be Thai people or Farang or anything. I haven't, but I'm not an instigator anymore. I sometimes open my mouth when I should keep it shut, and I'm still working on that. My wife now says I need to be sabai sabai because sometimes I can only take so much. Like, it's really weird, man. Getting old, my love for animals has gone from very nominal to completely outrageous. If I seen somebody, you know, throwing a bag out their window and it's got a puppy or a cat or something tied up in it, and I don't think I could control myself. I think I would have to beat the living shit out of that all of them. Anybody that touched that bag or anybody that had anything to do with it. More so, like I said, I think nowadays most of the animals, I have more respect for animals than most of the people that are around, which is sad. That's kind of a sad fact. But everybody, like I said, that I've met face to face here in Thailand, um, stand up people. I've been lucky. YouTube, and then like I said, people bitch, whine, and moan about YouTube and this and that, and they're trying to make a living off of it, and I understand that, and I would probably be the same if I was needed that money or whatever, but the plot, and then they get, a lot of them get crap for e-beggar, you're this, you're that, you do this and that. The platform's here to make money. They didn't put the platform here to for people not to make money. So the people that do make money, hey, more power to you. I hope you make enough to live 10 lifetimes. But for me, what I like about the whole thing is the people that I met are just and even the people I haven't met yet. I haven't met Nikki, and I know that that's going to be a good thing. Um, I've met Mark. I met a lot of people, and like I said, 100% of the ones that I've met face to face, most of the time it's because, especially on this channel, and the people that have met me, this is what you get, man. You can you can meet me in person, you can see me on YouTube, or whatever the case may be, and I'm the same person. There's no difference whatsoever. And the people that I met have just been good people. I don't know. I've been lucky. So for that fact, having the people, being able to do YouTube, speak English for a couple hours, 2 or 3 times a week, letting everybody, get on here and talk. And I think we're going to go back to trying to invite people. I know that Logan wanted to come on and tell a story um, about Korea and stuff like that, and maybe Brock back on and start doing that again with the StreamYard platform. So we'll have to see. Let's see. But I've been very lucky, and uh, you know, Dave from you. Yeah, I know. Hey, here, the it's been great. Somebody asked me, "Have you been trolled and stuff?" I said, "No, It's been actually nice and quiet. Of course, I've been keeping my mouth good and shut too. I haven't been busting anybody's backside, but and it makes it nice. Like I said, the people that I want to get across to now are the people that have lost a significant other that really, you know, didn't think that they would have a life after that with a person. It doesn't have to be a sexual deal. I mean, it could be whatever you want to with an opposite sex, with whatever flicks your switch, right? but to have that opportunity, it's still there. I was 62 and thought I was done. I'm just going to come to Thailand. Knew I wanted to come. Not going to chase bar girls or do this or do that. Did I want to meet some women and have some kind of a relationship? Yeah. And I think as long as you're upfront with them saying, I just want to get to know you and have somebody to travel with. Don't need to sleep in the same bed. Friendly. Wherever it leads, it leads. I think as long as you're upfront with everybody, with the people here and the women, okay, it doesn't have to be whatever you want it to be. For my deal, it turned into something that I thought would never, ever, ever happen after she passed. So I'm just lucky. But the person that's in America, you've got a grandfather and uncle or whatever that lost a 30, 35-year-old partner and is laying on the couch, has enough money, which I did. I could have stayed in my house in California and lived a life. It wouldn't have been much of a life. But people don't know, and if they don't want to comment in the chat here, like I've said numerous times, send me an email. I don't check them as much as I should, but I check them every 2-3 days. If I could figure out my iPhone 15 on how to notify me, might be a way to start. But there is a life after here in Southeast Asia. I don't know. I haven't been to the Philippines, but I'm sure that from what I've seen, the Southeast Asian women, it seemed to have a pretty similar look on life. And for us, I'm talking about of retirement age, and collecting Social Security. I don't get the impression. Sure, does a woman want you to have 100 million US dollars? Yeah, some of them might. But like I said, my wife, she works and busts her ass and makes 700, $800 a month. So when you come in with the 2,500, Social Security, that's a big deal, man. I mean, that's like look at me, ma, I'm on top of the world. And for some, I know some Farangs and stuff that let's say are ready to collect 62. Okay, that they don't want children, don't want this. I mean, I don't know what my life is perfect the way it is. Like I said, except for me looking out this window and seeing the ocean, that would be the only thing that's not in my little deal here. Having the kids, were they 13, 14 years old when it started? Yes. If they were babies, 6 months old, would I don't know if I would have. I don't want a diaper. But these children and the way they are, I wouldn't want it any other way. But what I'm trying to get to is most of the women that you're going to meet at 62 are going to be late 30s through 50, 52, 55. And most of the time, their children are going to be, if they had children, are going to already at 40 are already going to be out and about. They had them when they were 20. So more than likely, they're not going to have babies. So, like I said, the only thing is understand the culture. If the woman's working and she's sending, 10,000 baht to mom and dad, which that was what she was taught her whole life, was to work and take care of her mother, father, grandmother, grandfather. That was her job. Okay. Um, don't be an asshole and say, I ain't giving nobody nothing. If you want this person and you're getting along with this person and you want to travel with this person and she's going to give up her source of income, you need to pay that money to mom and dad, and then obviously take care of her and her needs and food and whatever you need to do that. That's common sense, so hopefully some people will understand. um, let's see if did I miss anything. Not busted in with false day. Yeah, I know. Uh, looks like you cleaned it. Yeah, I did actually. I moved most of the stuff. I've got the kayaks ready to go. Like I said, it's sitting in the driveway out front. So I lost a partner, but lost two siblings, parents. So I know loss. It's the worst thing in the world, isn't it, Nikki? Tell you what, man, I've been through a lot of crap in my life, and I'll tell you what. One thing that I haven't experienced, and I hope never to, is to lose a child. But my wife and this one, and my mother, um, awful, awful. I arrived in Bangkok on the 7th of May, 4 days in off Samui, 5 days, 16th back to Bangkok for 4 days. I definitely want to meet up with you when you come through, Andy. Hey CJ, how you doing? If I missed anybody while I was rambling, sorry about that. Looks like everybody was talking. My family is coming to a close. Dad is 82, two heart attacks, two strokes. Mom 79 with Alzheimer's. That sucks. I remember halftime. Yeah, like I said, when I first, without having this channel, I would have never known. But when we started talking about stuff, and my thing was when I thought that people couldn't come, grandkids, they can't leave their grandkids, they can't do this, they can't do that. Never in a million years did it dawn on me taking care of mom and dad. Never. And that's like the first thing on the list here in Thailand. But never ever never ever thought about that. And Jake's experienced it now. Rob's experiencing. Bobby did until his dad passed away, and then came. He was in the States. It's a big. I want to say it's like a 75% of the people that want to come are dealing with that part of it, not their grandkids and well, still their grandkids and stuff. But I mean, what do you do, man? My mother was fine when I was in the States and came here. She got bad after I'd been here. COVID came. I got sick. I couldn't travel. Was it shitty for my brother? Yeah, it sucked. He had to take on pretty much everything. But it, it it's something that I never thought of, and until we started talking about it here, well, I can't. I want to come, but my mom's 90. Mitch, same thing. I'm going to just guessing 75% of the people that want to come here are dealing with elderly parents. But it's it's sad but true. Hopefully everything works out. Yes, I had a friend recently lose herself. I don't know how to deal. I think I've told you guys a story before. A really good friend of my cousin that I'm close with, like this, and Mark is a good man. Lost both his kids to overdoses, and he was the one that found them in his home at I want to say like 24 and 27, and they died a year apart. And he found it, and it wasn't. I mean, the man did everything he could. He paid. He has a little bit of money. He paid for rehab, two or three or four times for each of them, and tried to do everything and couldn't do it, and lost both his kids. Both his kids. Couldn't even imagine that. Couldn't imagine losing one. He was the one. He's a great man. If he ever watches, I don't know if he does, but I was out in the desert. He was celebrating one of his sons that had passed away with his girlfriend. They used to go to the desert all the time. He invited me. My wife was still here, and in the hospital. And then I was talking to him, and I said, "Man, I don't know what I would do if I lose her." And he was experiencing stuff. Anyway, he's a good guy. He was one that came over when passed my mom's house, bought a big box of wine, and sat down and talked. It's not an easy thing when you lose somebody like that. And like I said, man, your kids. I think there's a special bond. Even your mother, there's a special bond. But when you spend 30 years, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for the most part with your significant other, it's different. It's like, and the worst part about it too is 1 second they're here and 1 second they're gone. Boom, boom, right like that. Slap you right in the face. Sucks big time. But anyway, we'll get off the bad. So let's see. What is it? At least 5 people were killed and about 27 other injured when a concrete beam of under construction expressway near Rama 2 Road in Bangkok early Saturday. Really? Wow. Sorry to hear that. We booked a few years back, lost so much money due to in-laws being bad and we couldn't come to Thailand. We're doing all that we can. Yeah, it'll happen for you when it's supposed to happen, I guess, Nikki. Um, yeah, I know, right? I mean, I can't even put that in feasible. I mean, I can imagine this one did to me and what my blood um, going too young and what isn't something that I want to be dead. You're supposed to die before your children. You're not supposed to bury your children. But we'll see. But hopefully, we never have to experience that, right? I'm hoping. I mean, I'm hoping. But let's see on the other part. We've been over an hour again now, hour and 15 minutes. But I'm lucky to be here. I really do feel that it's an honor. Like I said, where are you going to be? People. Vietnam's supposed to be real economical. Cambodia, all this kind of stuff. Don't particularly like the governments in the particular ones that I just mentioned. Thailand, good, bad, or indifferent. It's a decent government. Our governments, they're all governments, right? But to be here and for what is that? I don't even know. In today's, I got my light still on my phone. Let's see. Um, let's just see. And if you don't get the multiple entry, let's just say 1900 divided by 33.5, I think, um, 50 $56 a year for my visa to stay here in Thailand. The major thing is, if you come here, if you're single or whatever, I'm going to always suggest you just rent. I mean, especially if you've got a little bit of money and you want a nice place and you want to overlook the ocean and, be on the 40th floor or whatever, you're still not out of a very reasonable cost. And then if you want to eat, if you like Thai food, man, you're in like Flint with as far as money wise. If you want to go to the store and buy Pebbles and Peter Pan, peanut butter and anything that's imported, it's going to cost you a little bit. But to live here, like I said, man, I think I just saw the Social Security. The average Social Security is like 2,000, 2,200. I'm still thinking that magic number is between 2 and 25 for a single guy. And like I said, again, it's up to you on how you want to live. I mean, you could spend 2,500 chasing 18, 19-year-old girls down the street in a week, But if you're just coming to live out your days, maybe meet somebody, maybe not, whatever, and you're not a drinker. Drinkers, that's probably going to cost you a bit more. But you can still, I think, for the 25 figure, you can still do travel and you can do pretty much anything you want. The biggest expense you're going to have at that point is going to be your medical insurance and where you're living, probably. And that still is, again, all relative to how much you're bringing in. But at the 25 figure, if you wanted even a decent house, pretty much, or, apartment, 1 bedroom, air conditioned, you're in the $500 range, as cheap as $300, maybe even less, depending on where you want to live. So that's going to be your biggest ones. Internet is almost free. And if we only got one air conditioner, that's $1,000 a month. Electricity, waters pretty much comes with most of the places. It doesn't. You can live decently. Now, could you live somewhere in the United States on 2,500? Not any place decent that I know of. Maybe in the Midwest somewhere, where it gets down to 25 below in the winter. not not where I would want to live, but most of the places let's just say in California, which is the only place that I really know. I mean, I think a one bedroom apartment is going to cost you $1,000, $1,200 a month. So that costs you half your deal. Now you got to eat, and I just can't see it. I can't see it. So, like I said, my opinion is: do I want people to come here? Not really. I like the less people, the better. But that's just me. Do I think people should come and check it out? You bet. Come and check it out, especially if you've got. And like I said, I know Mark and Nikki's here too. Uh, would Hey Patty, would know more about their retirement thing. But even if you don't have I have retirement from jobs that I worked and then my Social Security. But if you're getting that right around that 2 to 25, I just can't see how you can't. Like I said, unless you're going to go out every night, drink and chase women around in the bars, then you might last a week. You probably need triple that. Probably need 7,000 a month. But if you're, I don't know the way most people are. I got to do pretty much everything that I wanted to do when I was younger. With dating, I guess would be a nice way to put it. With running around and having a good time. So does running around with and with 2 3 women or what? Been there, done that. It was great. It was fun when I was younger. Is it something I want now? No. I was so happy when I did meet my wife that she wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock, and she had to get up and go to work for the government in the morning. And I don't, I wouldn't want to deal with a 22, 23-year-old that wants to stay up 5 nights a week and boom, 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 music. And no, it just ain't going to happen. All right, let's see. What did I miss over here? I just want to shake your hand very respectfully. What you do? And shake your hand. One day, I hope so, Rob. So I see Nikki. It's a shame what's been allowed to happen. Yeah, I don't. Hey, what's up, Patty? What are we talking about? A little bit of everything. The normal ramble for me, anyway. It is shocking, scary. I worry about my kids and my grandkids. See, I don't look at enough stuff because I don't even know what you guys are talking about. But I probably should know. I probably should check into it. The only thing that I find out, I don't watch news. I go onto Facebook and see some stuff in the family. If I talk to a friend or my family, that's the only way I get anything. The only thing that I get from family and friends is, thank God you live in Thailand. Don't come back. That's their advice to me, which I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go? Everything that I've got pretty much now here, except for my kids and my grandkids, everything's here in Thailand. I don't yeah, that's me. But I mean, it could be my age, it could be whatever. But I think it has a lot to do. In my particular, was the lifestyle that I led when I was younger. I mean, we did a lot of crap that people, only probably dreamt of doing. Whether it's motorcycle and the late '60s and '70s was something to experience. We had everything. The hippies were the best thing I ever saw when I was a kid, and free love and all that stuff. I mean, I was like, yeah, keep going strong, don't give up. But so I had a lot of fun. Um, the other 2 marriages that I had were short, 9 months. Although I did have 2 kids prior to getting married. Well, one I had my daughter, and then got married and had my son. And the other one was my basically high school sweetheart type thing, and the only one that was really 30 years was this one. So I got to run amok until I didn't want to run amok anymore. Obviously, doing toe picks. That's the thing. What am I missing? Uh, but I guess I'm missing a lot. Real quiet, my time from 4:30 in the morning till when I get done, if I have a live stream 10 o'clock, or normal times I go back in at about 7 to spend a half hour, 45 minutes rapping with my wife before she goes to work. That's my quiet time here in my little cave. Um, Luckily, I got Andrew sent me something the other day. I think they all went out for burgers yesterday. I had just went with Chuck, so I need to tone my burger intake down a little bit. So I didn't go. And Bobby, of course, is here, and I think he's got a new girlfriend. I seen him running around with this short-haired blonde chick. So I'm just kidding. That's Jai. She changed her look a little bit. So they're here in Surin, although they go traveling quite a bit. So I got a couple of people I can hang with here, and they come over. And some people that come through that, it was great that Robert Mack and Randy, and Paul, came through. Anybody's always welcome. Let me know if you're coming through to stop, get some lunch, whatever. I'm always up for it. Me and Mark, you're having your own chat. That's fine with me. Are you from California? What did you work with? You look like a welder. HVAC, heating and air conditioning for 38 years. Long time. 40 years maybe. Long time. Yeah, HVAC. Mostly big commercial stuff. Which we're pipe fitters. That's what that's what we're called. But we repair also, but a lot of welding with that big pipe. We did a lot of big stuff. Hospitals, 14-inch, 16-inch headers, steel pipe, black pipe, stuff like that. But most of the time in the hospitals and all that stuff, we did hire welders to come in because it had to be x-rayed and certified on a lot of the stuff that we worked on. So most of my life was in commercial HVAC. Let's see what I'm saying. I watch my two grandkids every day, take care of my parents, so stuck in the middle. Frustrating. Having the money, but having to pay the bills. Uh-oh, Bear's here. Where's Jake? Is Jake still awake? I don't think he's seen Bear in a while. And now we have you guys can still hear me. Oh, Bear. We have the girls out in the front and the side gate open. So Bear now comes in. Come on. He now comes in the morning. And shake. Come on. Come on. Shake. Good boy. Shake. Good boy. Comes in the morning, maybe 5 o'clock, something like that, and then lays down and relaxes. I've kind of missed that. He kind of does too. You see, look at him. He's just, oh, I'm so happy, Dad. Yeah, he is a good boy, man. I dig him. I'm glad that he's back around. Hey, friends and family. The last few days have been some of the. Yeah, what is it going to sign off and if you can go to bed? Did you explain it? Maybe I'll another time or whatever if you're in that much pain. Something in your neck or something. I can't remember. I know that you have had talked about it, but well, I hope everything works out for you, Jake. Time to take water to your garden. What do you grow out there? Any hemp or no? All right. Yeah, it's got an hour and a half. I think that's probably good. Although 15 of you diehards, we've went up and down normal. But I do want to, like I said, so that you know, Craig, my friends, we have our family trip, SoCra, on the 12th to the 20th of April. And then I was supposed to do a 10-day deal with my friends coming from the States. They sent me an email saying they're going to need to make it later in the year. So after SoCon, I might try to go to Vietnam and stuff, but I'm going to also try to get your way, with the trailer. I think I've got the trailer. We had a snake get in there, and my dogs completely tore one water line out from underneath the trailer, and my 16 plug, 16 wire plug for my truck ripped that off the back of the front of the trailer. So I got to get that fixed. But anyway, I think I've got it. It's still not quite level, so I'm gonna drop or actually raise the front a little bit, and then do the weight distribution the way that I want to do it. So I won't go a million directions. I think it's close to doing. I got that anti-sway stuff on it. I'm pretty happy, I guess. Gonna be the hottest part of the year. Yeah, I know. And I did clean they have a piece of wood across the air conditioner in the trailer, and I'm trying to lift the top of it and trying to find the filter, and I can't find the filter. I can feel the airflow, and I know that it's dirty. And so I sent an email to the guy that sold me the trailer, and I thought I was going to have to take 4 screws. You got to take there's a piece of wood in the front of it, and the things slide out the front. So I cleaned those, put it back in. What a difference. So the air conditioner works good. I have it on the property over here. Haven't had it plugged in and run the air conditioner, all sorts of stuff back and forth. And with we're kind of overcast. With the limited sunshine we're getting, both on the house deal, and I don't know if I told you, down below 3,500 baht on the house bill 2 months in a row. So it's very close to being where I want it. I'd like it to be 0, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right. Hey, Brother Ron, how you doing? Getting ready to sign off. Like I said, Sim came in midnight last night. Shushu will be here Monday night at midnight. Hoping to do the kayak video, water, hopefully not very eventful video on Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So hopefully that'll transpire, and I'll let you know. All right, everybody. Let me see. Let me get over here and get this. I want to thank everybody we lost 5 people in the last 28 days. So we're definitely still moving in the wrong direction. But the people we've got here are the best on YouTube. So I got no complaints. So everybody, have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at. And as always, thanks for coming by and spending a little bit of time. Like I said, I'm going to try to do them on Saturdays and on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Thai time. So anyway, I will catch you on the next one.